Well, morning folks. I know today is Sunday and I'm breaking my golden rule. I don't work on Sundays, ever. But because I didn't get my service truck back yesterday, and I took advantage of that and went and looked at a bunch of jobs, I had to move the skid steer up here with my dump truck and trailer last night. So here I am. We're going to enlarge this horse arena. We're going to make it a little bit bigger, and we're going to put the sand down on it. This fine, folks. And what do you know? Problems. So I get here and I fire the skid steer up, and I say I'm going to start that roller, let it be warming up a little bit. It ain't been started in 3 weeks or whatever it was. Hadn't been started. It's been a long time since I left this job. I think I did this job in the first week of February. So yeah, it's been 4 weeks. This hasn't even been started. It's been setting up here all this time. So I go over to start it, and it hits a couple times, and it quits even trying. Smoke was coming out for a while, then it quit even trying. It wasn't getting fuel, I guess. I hit it with a little bit of go-go juice, give it a little snip, because I had nobody here to help me with the gas on a rag. We usually use gas on a rag, but I didn't have nobody here to help me. And it's hitting, but it won't do anything. So I worked on it about 20 minutes, trying to figure it out. I tweaked a couple things, found out that the gasket in the pickup tube in the fuel tank is bad, so it's just pouring diesel fuel out on the ground. And we're cleaning it up due to DEP, EPA speculation. Don't you worry, it'll be cleaned up. Anyway, I mess around with it and I prime everything up. I guess it lost its prime. That's the only thing I can figure. The motor is downhill. The machine's not setting level. The only thing I can figure is over the last 4 weeks, all the fuel lines are dry rotted. So I'd say it's probably got a little bit of air in it somewhere, and it's let the fuel run back off the prime. And then I drained all of it out whenever I was trying to start it. I finally got it running to run the battery dead. This would have been so much easier if I'd had my service truck. Working out of this pickup, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but Jesus, take the wheel. I need my service truck back. Finally got it running. I about fell in and out of the truck 2 or 3 times. Diesel fuel all over everything. It's awful. But I finally got it fixed. So now, we're going to enlarge this horse arena. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So we got our material staged up. Got our number 2s. Got a crusher run, or DGA, and we got our 2 loads of sand. That's what they're going to use, actually. That's the final product that goes on it. She's wanting to make it as big as we can. So we're going to eliminate this ditch that I put in here. We're going to fill this ditch up with the number 2s and then cap it off with crusher run. And we're going to make this come all the way over against the hill. So she'll gain probably 6 feet, 5 feet on that end, and probably 3, 4 feet on this end. It's going to make it the maximum width. We're going to patch up a couple places here and there that I've got. Crusher run. We're going to build kind of an approachment, take that little hump right there off and build an approachment where you can swing into here. I know we mulched this by hand. I see a couple pieces of the winter wheat starting to poke up, but everything else looks like it's holding off. It ain't no big deal, but this is the horse arena we built. So we're going to go over here. We're going to leave that thing running up there, let the battery charge back up on it, and then we're going to grab this skid steer and start working on this. We're probably going to shut that gate because it appears we have a runner. We have a runner. Convict. All right, let's get this Sunday rolling. I'm getting tired already. Well, I added all the stone to it. Rolled it all in good. Had a few bald spots here and there, nothing major. I wonder if this thing will start back up. Winning. All right. Let's go get us some lunch. When we come back, we'll put the sand on it, stick a knife in this pig, and head to the house. Actually, I think I got to go up and look at a little job while I'm out this way. Made them a little entrance here. I'll back drag this where I've been coming in out of the road. Oh, I let the skid steer run too. I leave the stuff running, let it cool down, then I forget. Made her a little bit bigger. She's ready for sand. Got a nice little entrance to come in and out, and they can put their gate back up. And all that good stuff. A little bit of gravel left over. We had more twos than we did crusher run. I used a lot of the crusher run, patching some little spots here and there. Get this sand up here. Take some of that gravel. I'm gonna take some of that gravel and put it right in there for them. That's gonna help me because when I come get this stuff, I'd really like to be able to pull up a driveway and pick up everything. This sand, I think it's got limestone in it. Real fine limestone. You can see a little bit of it. It's supposed to be really good for horses, I guess. Something at their feet. Gives them traction. Critter, you gonna stay in the fence? Do I need to shut the gate? Huh? Are you pretty good at your confinements? You just gonna stare at me? Well, it's a good looking horse. I got one about like it. I like horses. Oh, leave that stuff on top of the toolbox. All right, let's pack up and get. Well, we had our lunch. Had a drink. All we got left to do is get this sand on here. Get the sand on here. And then be ready to go back toward the house. I'd really like to clean. I'd really like to clean my truck up a little bit. I'd really like to get my work truck back. So I'm asking for a lot, I know. We might run up and look at a little job. The guy's been a very good customer of ours. We might want to go up there. Let's go up there and look at a little job here in a minute. It's just up here, Culloden. So, and then we'll go home. Let's stick a knife in this pig. And that's all the sand that we can get on her. It's got about 2-3 inches on it. I think by the time she gets done dragging it around, I think it'll be really nice. Well, added the sand to it. Get it all in there. She's ready to be drugged with her little drag, whatever that thing's called. Called a drag, I guess. Drag. Got a little bit of sand left over, about 6 ton, maybe 10 ton. I don't think there's 10 ton there, but it looks more there than there really are. Some gravel left over. So let's park this skid steer and let's go get the dump truck and trailer and
the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
haul this stuff out of here. Get up here, we can drive the dump truck and trailer up here, pick everything up. We don't have to worry too much about not having enough room to get turned around now, so we probably better go ahead and do that. I was going to go try to look at another job, but we really need to do that. So let's go get this stuff hauled out of here and call it a day. All right, folks. We got the horse arena done. We got the roller moved over onto Hash Ridge. We're in the little dump truck right now, headed back toward the office. We got the skid steer, and I grabbed the grapple bucket from up there on Hash Ridge. I grabbed it, so we have it for tomorrow. We're going to do a little job. We're going to pull from Hash Ridge, and we're going to do a little job over here on Malcolm Road, not too far from the dirt office. We'll use the skid steer, and I've got the backhoe. We'll use the backhoe, and we're gonna do a little job over here. We gotta take some trees down and for some fine folks. So we gotta get that done tomorrow. We got some culverts that got damaged back during the flood over on Budges Creek. So we probably gonna have to move over to there, take the excavator over and knock that little job out. Tuesday, I think Wednesday, we're gonna try to do a little basement dig out down on, it's for an office for a client. We haven't worked much with him for years, but we're gonna do a little job for him. I think it's on the schedule for Wednesday and Thursday down there. It's supposed to rain maybe a little bit, but I don't think it's supposed to be anything miserable. We're going to try to knock out a couple of these smaller jobs this week. Pull back from Hash Ridge. We've been up there. It needs to dry out just a little bit more before we start the road, just because of all the water that's coming out the hill. Now, it looked like when I was up there today that it actually had dried up some. So we're going to give that a day or two more up there to dry out before we start building the road up into the holler to where the garage pad's going to be. I didn't really want to start. I got a little bit of brush left to burn. Of course, if you guys watched the last video, you know that I caught the hill on fire and had to get it put out. So we got the pump. The pump is still, I got the pump in the truck, but the hoses are all still plumbed up. Got that's still covered. But I need to let it dry out up there a little bit. I really need to let it dry out some before I take on any more of it. I don't want to keep turning dirt over and just basically just shoving that mud up, and it never dries unless you lay it out. So, that's the summary of the day, folks. I mean, it was a Sunday. I broke my golden rule and I worked on Sunday. But, I mean, I had to. The service truck has put me in a really bad bind with it not getting fixed, and me not having my truck. It's just, you know, I can go by a little bit, but I can't get by much more. So, hopefully, I didn't get any response back today on whether or not they've done anything, so hopefully they'll come down tomorrow and get it fixed, and then I can get my truck back. That's it. We got a slip that come in up at East Lynn. And sent everything. I gave them the prices on all that a little bit ago, a few minutes ago, so she's supposed to let me know something on that job, and if that job goes through, then we'll be needing to move over there pretty quick, because they've got a house coming in and they need to get everything done. So, little girl wanting to blow the horn. Stone's Trucking is going to Stone's Trucking is going to borrow our dump truck tomorrow and Tuesday to do some deliveries in. They're all Peterbilt guys, so they're going to be really out of place when they have to drive my little Kenworth. Not to mention they're all used to probably driving like 500 horsepower motors, 550 horsepower motors. My truck's got like 275, this little dump truck does. 275, 250. 275 is probably pushing it. I'd say it's closer to 250. I think the motor comes factory though with 275.
So it might be 275. And that's it. I mean, that's us. So you guys, thanks for watching, and man, we really appreciate you. And we gained like 30 subscribers in just a couple days. So thanks for that. Share everything and tell your friends, comment. You know, hey, we love it. I mean, I like doing it. It's a thing that I do every morning and every evening. I get on there and I try to respond and all that. So that's great. A1. And you know, I've had a couple people call and ask me questions about equipment wise, my opinion on things and stuff, and that's great. We love that too. We always try to give you our well balanced opinion. You know, we're not biased. I mean, my mom's last name was a bias, but I'm not biased. I have had John Deere. I've had a lot of different equipment, and it's hard to beat a deer. So you guys stay tuned out there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next clip.